You are now dialed in with the Dial Brothers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of season 2. Oh, wow. 2 double of the Dialed In Show. Good morning to all of the Dialed In fam or the Dialers, whichever
Just
side
pick a
you on.
name, man. Just pick a name. We ain't this season. We ain't going. So if you want to be dialed in, fam, it can be dialed in, fam. I'm not about to fight you this season.
All right, so let's start over. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dialed In Show, and I'm gonna leave all that in there. To the Dialed In Show.
What was
This
the point
is
of doing that?
because I'm reintroducing them, the
Okay.
Dialed In fam.
Okay.
How y'all doing today? Oh wait, well, how are you doing today?
Not liking this glare, but I'm good. Clearly, I am not in Dallas. I'm on the road for work. But the show must go on. So, season 2, episode 2. Let's do it.
Yeah. So you just said on the road. Can you not tell them where you are?
I'm in Austin. Wait,
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I was about to say it, but I'm
3
like, I
hours
don't know.
away.
Maybe it's a secret.
Well, seeing
Okay.
as this is taped, it's not like, something that somebody can come get me or something. Like if we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Not under attack. Yeah. So last week, everybody had some type of weather event, whether it was, if you're on the West Coast, it was fire. We got snow and ice before you guys got snow and ice. But man, y'all got way more than us.
And I think more than, well, maybe not, but I was gonna say more than what was expected. It kind of, that happened on Friday, and Thursday people were saying, go to the grocery store, get stuff that you need. And I was saying to myself, I'm like, all these people overreacting. It's not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke up really early on Friday and was just looking at stuff on social media, and I said, well, maybe I should have gone to the grocery store, just because so many people kept talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, well, let me get up and go. It was like around 6 a.m. I went to Kroger, grabbed y'all don't have Kroger in Texas, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. And I grabbed a couple things, but me and this guy was walking around both looking for chicken. Could not find any chicken because I wanted to make I can make some good baked chicken. And so I went to Publix after that.
Mm-hmm.
They had some chicken. Then I said, you know what? I don't feel like going home cooking breakfast. I'm gonna stop at Waffle House. I pull up the Waffle House, old lady and somebody else, they out there putting like salt in the parking lot. She says, I just want you to know we have a
Limited menu.
Limited menu.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, that's fine. And she said, you gonna get it to go? I said, do I have to? She said, no, and I said, okay, well, I'm gonna eat it in here. I sit down, they got the printed out limited menus on the tables, and they didn't have no waffles on the limited menu.
What?
I said,
Waffle House did not have waffles on their limited menu due to weather. That doesn't make sense.
Right. So at this point, it's getting closer to 7 a.m. I'm the only one in there other than all these people that work there. And the manager, he was a young guy. He came over and he said corporate told them to print it out. He didn't even read what was on the menu. And so I said, there's no waffles on here. He was like, what? So I'm looking at it and he said, man, what did you want?
Mm-hmm.
I said, I want an all-star.
So
and he told
about to make this man get fired.
He told them, so I'm not going to say which location it was, but he told them, he said, y'all make this man an all-star. He said, what we going to do is give people whatever they want until he said, if we get busy, we'll do the limited menu. But he said they had everything to make the waffles and stuff. I said all that to say, I walked out, snow everywhere. Snow everywhere. I said, what happened? And they told me, well, we hope you don't live far. I said, no, I don't live too far.
So hold on. Why do we always get involved in talking about food first?
Food. Clearly, we like food.
It's always a food conversation. But second,
I'm hungry now.
Me too. But second, I'm not understanding why. How does Waffle House not have waffles on there? I still don't get that part.
To me, if you was gonna limit it, you wouldn't take waffles off.
That doesn't make sense. If you are known for waffles, then why would waffles be removed from the meat.
All they had on there were breakfast bowls and burgers.
What?
That's all was on, and then drinks, but that was it. No waffles, no grits. That was the old lady. She was mad. She saying no grits on this menu. No grits, no nothing.
That's
but
weird.
burgers and
That's weird.
and breakfast bowls, but
That's
with no grits.
Well, I had some people, when people see forecasts, people get upset if something is not, what you guys said. If we're broadcasting to such a wide range of area, everybody ain't gonna get the same thing. And so, some of my frat brothers and people were messaging me because they were like, "We ain't getting nothing." I was like, "Y'all weren't going to get anything. It was more north than south." And they're like, "So why was school canceled and stuff?" I'm like, it's like a ripple effect. If school is canceled, that means a bunch of cars aren't on the road. But yeah, I was getting some flack for some areas only got like freezing rain or
You talking about Dallas?
yeah, a little bit of ice. I'm like,
well, hey, you ain't the weatherman.
right. Well, but I'm outside telling people, oh, the roads are slick. Yeah. So we had an interesting weather event. That was weird. Okay, this guy. I guess he's a food person on Instagram, but he also I guess is in good shape or whatever. So he's trying to prove a point. And he said that, oh, I can eat McDonald's for 100 days straight and not gain weight. Take a look at this video.
I'm a husband, I used to stand on the block, I was selling the 3 for the 10. All the losses I took, I had turned the lessons, I know that I'm due for a win.
So I think he's probably on day 50 or something now. And saying he chronicles his quarter pounder pilgrimage for his over 22,000 followers on Instagram. I just don't get, if you eat McDonald's, I guess he's trying to say, well, if you work out, it don't matter what you eat. Because could you eat McDonald's? Could you even eat McDonald's for 10 days straight?
Is he eating the same thing every day?
No, you get breakfast, lunch.
Oh. If I had to for 10 days, I probably
he's getting 3 hash browns, 4 biscuits. It's weird.
Wait, so that's all he's eating? He's not eating anything else?
100 days.
Oh. I don't know about that. I don't even know about that for 10 days. You saying I can only eat McDonald's? I thought you were saying I gotta go eat at least once a day there for 10 days.
Well, it looks like he's eating, if you look at his Instagram, it looks like he's eating multiple meals. So
a few days ago when I went to South Carolina, before I got on the road to come back, I stopped at McDonald's. And but before that, I had not had McDonald's in, I know, over a year. And, well, they're burgers and stuff. I used to, when I was in college, one of them semesters, I ate McDonald's almost every day, but not that's all I ate. But I would go get a 2 cheeseburgers and scarf them down real quick.
Yeah, I get McDonald's burgers now sometimes, but sometimes they just taste a little weird.
It's not real.
Yeah, and the bread doesn't mold. That we're not going to get into that.
Well, but McDonald's isn't necessarily the healthiest thing, especially if you're talking about the burgers. But we keep talking about it. I haven't had this in years for real. It's making me want to go get a fish fillet. Don't they still sell that?
Yeah, that's what all mom used to get from McDonald's. I don't think I've ever had a fish fillet, honestly.
And you're not a big fish person, but it's good.
I don't think I've ever had a fish fillet. I guess. So, all right. So we talked about this last season, and now we're getting close to that date. The deadline is coming up about TikTok possibly being banned in the United States. Do you think it's going to get banned?
We are, at the time of this being aired, we're 4 days away.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. If the Supreme Court upheld the law last week, saying that if they don't sell by the 19th, then they're gonna get banned. As of right now, they're not selling.
Yeah,
So to me, obviously, they not making enough money in the United States to force them to sell. Because if this market was so big, I don't see how you don't sell.
Yeah. But I mean, they're trying to say, well, y'all can't make us do what you want us to do. I mean, they are
Well,
worldwide, but
we can't make them sell, but we can ban them from being here.
yeah, and
So
that's what the threat is.
yeah, so I hate it. Well, now if what our lawmakers on both sides
Mhm.
are, this is bipartisan, if our lawmakers on both sides are accurate in that China is potentially getting our information,
Mhm.
then unfortunately I think it should be shut down. But to me, the fact that they're not selling kind of proves that maybe China really is getting something from it.
Mm.
Because if it was truly a private company who says they don't have no ties to the Chinese government,
Yeah.
why in the world would you want to be banned from the United States? You are
A
literally
big market.
one of the largest social media platforms in this country.
Mhm.
Sell. But hey, they want to be up next to Shin, whatever his name is.
Ping.
Yeah,
What
Xi Jinping.
did you say? Did you say Sheen?
Yeah, that where Sheen clothes come from, ain't it? Yeah, Xi Jinping.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah. So, hey, I hate it because that, now let's be real, but people are just gonna go to other platforms.
Yeah.
Now people are gonna lose money. People are gonna lose money. There are a lot of people who make tons of money on TikTok.
Mhm.
But you know who's not complaining? Meta's not complaining.
Well, speaking of Meta, what do you think about they what?
I think I know what you're about to say. Go ahead. I don't know what you're about to say, but I think I do.
What?
You talking about Trump?
Well, it's not about Trump. I mean, it's in reaction to Trump. It's not about Trump. I mean, Meta now not having certain safeguards that they had in place or verification, fact check, whatever you want to call it. That's directly as a result of Trump coming in.
Yeah.
Some people said Zuckerberg is folding to Trump.
He is. Because this is the thing. When Trump was in office the first time, it's like, okay, we've got this radical leader in office. But the country's going to get rid of him, which the country did by electing Joe Biden. Nobody thought he was going to ever come back.
That's true.
So now that he's come back, I think people like Zuckerberg and Tim Cook and others, they like, oh, heck. he came back. Yeah. So we gotta, and he got Elon Musk with him.
Yeah. Wow.
So they have a choice, but they kind of don't have a choice. But
it's like either do it or be forced to do something, I guess.
Yeah. So
it's a kind of
it's
environment
dangerous
that we live in.
It's dangerous, but yeah, like you said, it's just the world we live in today, and hopefully, and it's not going to happen, but hopefully people will educate themselves. That's not going to happen.
No.
And understand that a lot of stuff that they see on the internet, we used to say years ago before Trump, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Yeah.
And back then it wasn't even that bad. It was like, you can't use Wikipedia for your research paper. But now, for real, there's so much misinformation.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. So, and we'll have to see.
But our great 47th president now, he's getting inaugurated on Monday.
Well, you want to skip around, so we'll go to that. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
So there's some one. Just what do you think about Monday in general? Like, do you think something's gonna happen, or is it be normal, or
no? It's gonna be a historic day.
Yeah.
You have the greatest political comeback in American history.
That is true.
With with the most controversial president in modern time being inaugurated on Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah.
It's the polar opposites.
Yeah.
As of right now, I've not seen, but to me, if they don't, that just really shows that this country is just crazy. But as of right now, I've not seen any plans as they have been putting out.
Oh, I
like
don't think that's gonna happen now.
No. I'm saying like how Carrie Underwood has accepted to go to sing. I'm saying as of right now, I've not seen anything planned directly for him or them to honor Martin Luther King at the inauguration.
Oh, I doubt they will. What you mean?
But that's crazy. How it got to be said.
Thanks for joining us on Martin Luther King Day. Let's get this show on the road. Like, what do you expect them to do?
To me, there could be a poem that's read.
It could be. We don't know yet. We don't know.
Yeah, a moment of silence. Something is.
Don't hold your breath.
Oh, I don't think they're gonna do it, but that's what I'm saying. It couldn't have been even Republicans, even white people. Well, all the presidents have been white except for Obama. It couldn't have been any of the rest of them that their inauguration was on MLK Day and they didn't do something. They would have done something.
And you don't know. He may. Well, the program may.
Yeah, but he's we also, it wouldn't be surprising if they did not. So, but as far as do I think there's going to be some type of big uproar? No, because he won.
Oh yeah.
So
no, there ain't gonna be no like drama. No.
Nah.
What his speech says, things like that.
Now, to give him credit, in a way, not necessarily his policies and stuff, but in a way, he's chilled out a little bit.
Well, he ain't in office yet. What you mean?
No, I'm just saying, just the way he is carrying himself.
Mellowed, but he also not in office yet. He is.
I don't think
he has been chilled. I honestly think, and don't go off on a tangent because I know you will. Following that first assassination attempt, like he's changed. He has, he has.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. He's been chill. Now, compared to old self.
He ain't been chill. He's been.
Now, I'm going to be very disappointed. I want to know if you've noticed something. Talking about Monday coming up. And maybe this is since the assassination attempt as well. I don't know. He hasn't been dyeing his hair.
Oh, he's old.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I'm going to be pissed if he come out with a new dye on Monday with a new hair. Like, don't do that.
He got his inauguration hair.
Yeah. His hair just is white now.
Yeah, it is.
And he just need to leave it alone. But I bet you he's going to come out with a new hairdo on Monday.
Not hairdo, you mean color.
Color, yeah. He going to tell them, you know what, Sunday night, I want y'all to put a fresh rinse in it. Sunday night, I need a fresh one. Man, but no, he's been different. Yeah.
But again, he's not in office yet, so.
Yeah. I can't wait for these Senate confirmation hearings.
Only like two of them going to be drama. Marco Rubio's going to get it. Marco Rubio is probably his safest pick. Dick Durbin, a senator from Illinois, Democrat, said he tweeted yesterday he met with Marco Rubio and said this is a great pick. Democrats ain't going to get every pick that they want, but someone like Marco Rubio, I think, is a little safe. Now, there's some other picks that are controversial, but yeah.
The day that I'm looking forward to, the day that I can't wait for, is for Trump to turn on Vance.
Ooh.
I can't wait for that day. It's coming.
You think he's going to turn on him?
It's his MO. Unless that bullet just done completely changed him. It's his MO. He flips anytime somebody, because everybody at some point disagrees with Donald Trump.
Yep.
Which that's normal. You don't agree with everybody on everything. That's normal.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't like that. You disagree with him, he throw you under the bus. Out of 4 years, Vance gonna do something to tick Trump off. Something.
So speaking of the inauguration,
Mm-hmm.
So there's been some controversy, some complaints, some arguments. So a lot of Republicans. So let me go back. Flags were ordered to be at half staff for 30 days following Jimmy Carter's death. That
Yep.
30 days happens to run into Inauguration Day. And
Mm-hmm.
some Republicans, I'm saying some Republicans because I haven't seen any Democrats say something. But some Republicans are saying, oh, it's showing weakness if we have an inauguration for a new president and all these flags are at half staff. So this week, Governor Abbott in Texas ordered all state flags to be raised um, to normal for Inauguration Day. Do you think that's something that other Republicans may be going to do?
Probably Kemp probably gonna follow along with it, even though Kemp don't really like Trump. But
They didn't kiss the mate up a little now.
oh yeah, that was saying he gonna fall in line. But to me, respect is respect.
Well,
You
some Republicans are saying, "Oh, see, I was trying to look up the flag code before this taping because some Republicans are saying, did Biden order 30 days, or is it 30 days for any president that dies?"
well remember what I sent you about here at the church
Mhm.
and a deacon that looked it up. He said it was some code that
That's
says
the thing.
that.
I'm thinking it's the flag code. So if it's the flag
Yeah,
code, that just happened to be Jimmy Carter died within 30 days of inauguration. Like,
yeah.
it's not
Jimmy did it on
politics.
purpose.
I think
Good
it's
for
the
him.
flag code. And the
Yeah.
thing is, if the roles were reversed, and one day they will be, okay, what if Trump or Bush or someone passes and a Democrat's getting inaugurated? Would you want them to do the same thing? I just want everybody to be consistent. They ain't got nothing to do with partisanship. Like,
Yeah,
because
but Jimmy did it on purpose. Jimmy knew what he was doing.
Jimmy looked at the flag code before he went on the glory, is what you're saying.
I genuinely think, even though Jimmy didn't know he was here, but I genuinely think that Jimmy did not want to be alive during Trump presidency
How would
again,
Trump presidency impact Jimmy Carter in hospice?
because he didn't want to live through another 4 years of Trump.
He was,
But yeah, what that mean?
he ain't being impacted by who the president is.
Well, I think that they need to just stick with, if this was already the code, stick with that. You respecting a fallen president, like you said, one day, Mr. Trump, you're going to be a deceased president.
Yeah, and maybe that's why states ain't federal, so that's why Governor Abbott was like, "Well, as for
Well,
Texas."
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm in charge of this flag that's outside this church, and it's gonna be half staff on Monday
And that's your decision.
because the code say that.
It does. It does.
So forget you, Mr. President.
Oh,
That I'm saying you. Well, and he hasn't said this
who?
to Donald Trump.
I think he's probably tweeted about it. I think
So
because they're saying it's showing weakness. Like in their eyes, it's showing weakness. Like we're bringing in a new commander in chief. Why are the flags lowered? I understand why, but I'm saying that's their reasoning. Why?
but why won't he say? He really don't have to say anything. But even if you do want to say something, we're doing this in honor of a president who just passed
And
away.
I think from their standpoint, they're looking at it like, okay, they did it. He's already in the ground now. So they're like, all right, so why is it still lower? Like it's not like his funeral's next week. The funeral already happened. So I'm just being devil's advocate. Not
Donald Trump just want everything to change for him. Just forget the laws, forget the precedent that's been set, forget everything. It's just, if it's Donald Trump, oh, we got to jump up and down and kiss the ring. No, Mr. President, we gonna follow precedents. We're gonna have some order.
mm-hmm.
They talk about law and order. Okay, let's follow the order.
Yeah, that's all I said. Just be consistent because one day it'll be roles reversed and you wouldn't want someone to do what you're trying to do. That's all.
Since we're still talking about Donald Trump, I know you was about to segue,
Go ahead.
but what are your thoughts of? I think some people blowing stuff out of proportion about the interaction between all the former presidents at
Well,
President Carter.
which part? Because there were different.
Well,
parts.
one, the joke that George Bush just had to talk to a black woman, so that's why he talked to Kamala Harris.
That's-
Two, Kamala Harris looking back at Obama, like, why you talking to that man? And then even Obama and Trump,
now
they were.
now. If I piss people off, I don't care. Now I will say that was kind of like refreshing to see. I'll be honest. I mean, one, you're at a funeral. Like, all right, let's not be, you know. They shared a laugh. Now, Obama could have just been faking, or Trump could have been fake, but the optics looked okay. I think it showed for a moment, Obama still don't like Trump, and Trump don't like Obama. But for a moment, whatever they were discussing,
it was funny.
Yeah, I think it was fun. I think the funniest thing for me was George Bush walking up, not acknowledging Trump, and then tapping Obama and stuff.
Mm.
That was funny.
And I don't think he meant to do that.
What you mean, to tap Obama?
No, the not speaking to Trump.
Oh, and we don't know the context. One,
they saw each other in backstage.
Right. And you don't know what they did before that shot. We're only looking at that shot. Because I watched the funeral, but I didn't see like when they walked in part. So
no, that was when they was walking in. All of them walked in.
See that part? Like you
can. I've watched it.
Mm-hmm.
Trump came in 1st,
mm-hmm.
and then
because
Obama
he shook Mike Pence's hand, and Mike Pence's wife was like, "Get."
She didn't.
away.
She didn't stand up or nothing.
No. I mean, can you blame her?
Nah. And
the only time Mike Pence saw Trump in person in 4 years.
Yeah. And then I like, Trump is the one who messed up all the decorum and stuff. But Pence and Al Gore, they all stood up and shook President Obama's hand. And President Bush, they did not. Well, at least Pence did not. For Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't walk over there. Bill Clinton didn't. But Al Gore stood up. And who was the man next to Al Gore? I ain't know him.
Probably Secret Service.
But it
what I
Donald
don't know is, and I still have not heard an official explanation why Michelle Obama wasn't there.
What I saw was they said her people put out a statement she was on a pre-planned vacation, which to me was absolutely ludicrous. What's his main name?
I didn't see that.
What's his name? Jimmy Carter. He couldn't pre-plan his death around your vacation, Michelle.
And she was going on vacation without Obama?
Yeah, it was some funny business going on.
Shut up.
I don't think they've been home.
If you looked, all the wives were sitting to the right, so she would have been sitting right next to Trump.
Yeah, and I think
maybe she was saving herself some public.
But I think that's petty.
Not been there than to be there, and it looked real bad.
But I think that's petty. That's so.
You don't know unless you're in them shoes sometimes. So,
But I'm saying, okay. Do you think
Kamala didn't want to say? I get it.
I'm about to say, you think Kamala Harris wanted to be there? You think Hillary Clinton wanted to be? No.
Did you see what the Carter Center did?
Oh, you smart because they cut Trump out. That was, I don't think that was on purpose.
Huh?
That wasn't on purpose.
Okay.
It was a thing in front of him on that picture.
And the photographer could have moved over so you could saw him. That was intentional. If you don't think that was intentional, something's wrong with you.
So Michelle should have been there. I don't care where she was. Michelle should have been there. I don't care if she was getting a colonoscopy that day. She could have rescheduled it. Because presidents don't die every day.
That is true.
So she don't have no excuse. I don't care what she was doing. She don't have no excuse. Because a couple days later or whatever, she was on the Jennifer Hudson show.
Okay, that was taped.
It was taped after his funeral, though.
You don't know that.
I do know that because J Hud be putting out the videos when the people walking down the hall and they singing at them. That was after his funeral. I don't care what nobody says. She should have been at that man's funeral. And then who was she gonna get in trouble with if when she walked in she realized that her seat was next to him? She could have said, Barack, sit next to him.
That's true. That's true.
Ooh, what they were gonna do to her? Now, I know they do everything for a reason.
Yeah.
There may have been security reasons as to why they seat them a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But in the moment, who was gonna come and say, "Nah, y'all need to switch seats"?
Yeah. Man, you need to get that Jimmy Carter book. It's I can't take it out because it's propping up this laptop, but I'm on chapter 8. It's good. I mean, it's so Caitlin Collins from CNN. She happened to read the book before Jimmy Carter even died, and she's like, it just changed her perspective on him. And then something that Andrew Young said at the funeral, it's like verbatim in the book of him talking about meeting Jimmy Carter, and he was like, "Oh, the sheriff's my friend," and Andrew Young was like, "He ain't good." But I'm on the part where Jimmy Carter is running for senator of Georgia, and you know he's just such like a good guy, all shucks guy. There's some guy who like always stuffed the ballots, and they were like, "Oh, you don't got to stuff the ballots because Jimmy's not going to win, right?" There was a irregularity that forced a special election. He wasn't in the original election, so he put his name in, and like he won the county that Plains is in, Sumter County, and another county. There was another county that would tip the scale over. It started with a Q, but I forgot the name of the county. And some guy was like, "No, I'm still gonna stuff the ballots. I don't care if you think you're gonna beat Jimmy." And basically, Jimmy lost, but someone protested and was like, "Hold on, only like he lost by like whatever the number was, but there were only like 330 people who voted, but it was like 490 ballots." And so that's the part I'm on. But it was a few little things I didn't know about him. Like I heard at the funeral, but like doing like nuclear submarine stuff. Like I didn't know he was like that. But yeah,
he wasn't just no old country boy. He was, you know,
man. So I emceed this past weekend the City of Dallas MLK Scholarship Gala, and Desmond Tutu's daughter was a speaker. Oh, I got it. We'll talk offline. She's a pastor in Atlanta. And she was talking about how, you know, and this is true, just the, you know, when MLK Day comes up, we get in her words, like the warm and cuddly MLK, but like he was one of the most hated men in America. Like he wanted
and by black people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't just like he wasn't no just soft dude. The way she wove it into her speech was really good. I put it on my post, but she said, like, because people were lulled by his message of love, but it wasn't like cuddly. It was about like, okay, if you say you love people, then freaking be normal. But she said, if you are for love, that means you're struggling for justice. Like it was good. She's a good speaker. But it was good. Oh. All right. Well, our last topic. I brought this up because, you know, there are certain things in my job that I can. Why is my camera out of focus? My camera looks out of focus now. It don't look out of focus, you?
I mean, not the way you should be talking about it. No.
It like just went out of focus. Now it's back. Whatever. I don't know.
You are okay.
It looked out of focus. All right. So there are certain things like as journalists that you can talk about. This is one of the things I can, particularly because it's sports. And so it's not so much a bias thing. Let me give the background first. Notre Dame head coach Marcus Freeman will be the first Black, and he is also of Asian descent. His mother is Korean. So first Black, first Asian head football coach in college football to be in the national championship game. If he wins, he'll be the first Black head coach to win in football. Black coaches won in basketball, college basketball, but not football. And I was just seeing so much like back and forth on social media. And it always happens when we get on this topic of like you have your section of people who are like pissed at why should that even matter? Why are we talking about that? Why not talk about it? What are your thoughts on? I don't know if you've seen people talk about this, but I just like so when I see something I don't like, I'll type a tweet and then just save it in my drafts and don't post it, which saves my job. But it was just it got under my skin because he's asked the question multiple times, and some people are like, "Oh, why is the journalist even asking that question of what does it mean to be the first?" Like, it means that hell, we ain't there yet, in my opinion. Like it.
Yeah, I think it makes me think about this. How yesterday, and I'm not yes. Well, you get what I'm trying to say. Monday, and I'm not saying them specifically, but Monday was one of the sororities, one of the African American sororities founders days.
Mhm.
Me and you've had a conversation before about how African Americans and our brothers and sisters of European descent that are in fraternities and sororities do not celebrate founders days in the same way.
Mhm.
I view it the same because and generally speaking, and I know some would disagree with this, but generally speaking, we have more to celebrate than our European brothers and sisters.
Mm.
If you've always had, then you're not going to be so happy to have because you've always had. So to your point, we've never had a black head coach to get it. So when one does,
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah.
That's why we was happy when President Obama won.
Mhm.
So until there's nothing else for us to get, we're gonna keep celebrating.
Yeah. Now, we're on the same page here. I just don't understand like why people get so caught up in the why are you even talking about this? Why does it matter? Like, and I think some of them are just buttholes, but some of them genuinely think, oh well, we're supposed to be equal and everything's all right. Why are we pointing this out? But it's celebrating something. I don't think it's divisive. Like it's celebrating. And you know what? Now that I don't have a dog in the fight, I hope he wins. And I don't really care for Notre Dame, to be completely honest. Notre Dame is not one of my teams, but
they should chill out because he don't even look black. He look more Asian than black.
Why does that matter?
I'm saying we clapping for an Asian man. He don't even look black.
He has black. His dad is black.
If I had just seen this picture of him,
mm-hmm.
and I ain't know nothing else, I thought we were celebrating an Asian American.
He is an Asian American.
Look, I feel like Donald Trump. I feel like and what the man named Nancy Del Rosso, what the man named Hakeem Jeffries. I just think that
he is Asian American and he is black.
Great,
just like Kamala Harris.
I don't know.
Just like Kamala Harris. She is black.
Yeah,
and she is South Asian.
Yeah. Hey, I think anytime, because here's the thing. Well, we can't because it's not first. So what do they want us to do? Say, yay, a white man won the national championship
again.
Yeah, like it ain't.
I just and I mean I think the way we were raised, played a big role in it. But I am happy that Dad, we would watch a game, and I mean he's old school, so some of this may come across bad to some people. But if it's two teams that he didn't know, he was like, "Oh, I'm rooting for the black coach." I mean,
the black guy. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I think Dad would want him to win on Monday. It's crazy. It's MLK Day on Monday, the inauguration on Monday, and the national championship game on Monday. But
yeah, if you, and that's just human nature, that if you go into a room, you can support the person. The person that looks like you.
Yeah, that's the issue with it. I just don't understand the negative. Why even ask the question? Why not ask the question?
Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got.
Me too. Look, Dialed In fam, y'all leave some comments. I guess y'all suggest a book for February. Let's figure out a book for February.
You can read this Jimmy Carter book.
Well, I'm saying you already doing that now.
Yeah, It's a good book. It's a good book.
Y'all, we need a book for February. Steven and I need to show y'all the kick of the month for February.
Pick of the month, which means I need to buy a kick.
Oh, yeah. Or show something from last year. They might not remember.
Yeah, so we got kick of the month. I mean, heck, we got 2 more episodes this month. I know you're talking about February. We got 2 more episodes this month. So
Yeah, I'm just saying we just start all that next month.
Kick of the month. Next month we'll figure out the book. Next month, now Micah has dubbed y'all dialed in fam. So we're getting there. You know, season 2, episode 2. Micah is going to upload things to Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
I did last week.
No, I'm saying you're gonna continue to do it. I was somewhere yesterday, and one of my former coworkers I saw out here. He lives out here, and he told a person at a restaurant. He's like, "Oh yeah, he has a podcast," and I'm like, and the dude's like, "Oh, what's the name of it?" And he put up Apple Podcasts and followed it. Well, subscribe to it. So there you go. There you go.
Great. Hey, whoever you are, thank you for watching.
Name, but yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get some merch this year.
Oh, okay.
Some merch this year for y'all, and for us to wear. Some Dialed In Show merchandise. But listen, next week's episode should be pretty interesting because it'll be post championship, post inauguration, post MLK Day.
That'd be cool. It's gonna be
yeah.
We'll see what highlights are made then. Man.
Last question.
Yeah.
Would you accept an invitation to be on the program for the inauguration on Monday?
Why you ask that question?
No, you don't have to answer it.
It would depend on what the role is. Like, what do you mean? Like, you saying like if I could sing, would I decline an invitation to sing at the inauguration? Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Upon advice of my attorney, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to not incriminate myself. Is it Fifth Amendment? Yeah.
Let me get a request to come do the prayer or something. I'm gonna ask them, when is my flight? because at the end of the day, whether people like it or not,
I get it. But that goes into, we're trying to wrap up this episode. That goes into, okay, do you know what school is it? What school is it? One of the HBCU bands is being criticized for going, and then our people, they raising money, and they're like, so y'all been invited, y'all ain't got no money. Y'all wants to give you money to go perform at Trump's inauguration parade. I mean, okay, so if you're a band director of an HBCU, would you accept an invitation?
Honestly, I think, okay, what I just said was pray. I think prayer is different because I'm praying for the nation. I'm praying for the country.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gets to be tricky when you talk about performing, especially performing for somebody like Donald Trump, given like racism history and stuff. Black people performing for white people in certain contexts can kind of be viewed a certain type of way. So I think if I was a band director, I would say hell no.
Oh,
because we're not about to go perform for Donald Trump. No, we're not about to do that. I don't think I would accept that invitation. Not to sing or play an
what if
instrument.
they told you sing the national anthem? That's performing.
I might say okay to national anthem.
So it's a case by case basis.
Or I would accept if they said, this is on MLK Day, we want you to come sing, lift every voice and sing.
Well, that ain't being sang.
I know, but if it was something to commemorate him,
that's different. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, now that I would do. But to come sing American what's that song he played when whenever he come out?
He's not singing that. I mean, ain't nobody singing that.
No, I can't think of that.
You talking about I don't know.
Proud to be an American.
Somebody sing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think George Bush asked him to write it, but there's a Canada version. It was after
A Canada
9/11.
version?
Yeah. Proud to be from Canada. Yeah.
Oh.
Look it up. It's All right, guys. Thank you for watching season 2, episode 2. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.
Bye-bye.
What? So inappropriate.